Morning. Hey y'all, it's 10 o'clock. I said I was gonna come on at 10, and here I am. Good morning, everybody. I missed you guys yesterday. I know I didn't get on yesterday, but today I'm back. I'm fully rested. I feel amazing. I feel really good about the topic that we're talking about today, you guys, because I just know that it's real and it's for somebody, which is the reason why I kind of gave you guys a little snippet when I sent my little video. I had good morning, y'all. Good morning. Sent out my little video about one of the most alarming statistics that I think is alarming to me when it comes down to healing and trauma and all the things, right? First off, let me introduce myself. I'm Brittany Wilder, you guys. I am a wealth and wellness energy healer. And I specialize, and what I do is help ambitious women achieve and align their energy so that they can achieve their wealth, wellness, and weight loss goals, right? So that's what I do essentially. I do that with a bunch of different techniques, bunch of different things such as sound bowl healing, which you will see today if you stay on with me for a little bit. After I'm done doing all my talking, y'all know I'm going to talk a little bit. But we'll do a mini sound bowl healing session. I do one. I try to do one each and every time I come on. I also specialize in hypnotherapy. I'm a master hypnotherapist. I know as soon as I say hypnotherapy, people are like, oh, you're going to control my mind. People really wild out about that, but it's really not that deep, you guys. But I'm a master in hypnotherapy, master in timeline therapy, a master in NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, if you don't know what that is. And I basically deal with all the things that have to deal with this beautiful thing right here, this big, beautiful brain of ours, right? It's what I like to focus in on. So that is me in a nutshell, Brittany Wilder. I am an energy healer. I'm a coach. I am an author. I am a speaker. I'm a MC. I am all the things, you guys. And I am here right now with you guys to just talk about something that's so important and so near and dear to my heart. Something that has changed my life when it comes down to my healing process and my journey and all the above. And y'all know I'm going to drink my tea now. This is my morning routine, you guys. My morning routine, I get up, I drink my tea, I get just adjusted to this beautiful day. I thank God. I do my meditation. You hear my frequencies in the background. You'll always hear frequencies in the background because I utilize frequencies so much when it comes down to just uplifting our spirits, when it comes down to just feeling better, releasing trauma, releasing sadness, depression, what have you. I utilize frequencies all the time. You can find frequencies on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever music ordeal you like to work with and you like to deal with. You can find frequencies for anything that you are dealing with. Any situation, any unforgiveness, bitterness, sadness, depression, hurt and pain, getting over an ex, you name it, it's out there. I promise you, put it in. Frequencies for anything. Frequencies for sadness, frequencies for depression, frequencies to release trauma, to release hurt and pain, frequencies for grief, frequencies for... And those things help you release those different emotions, the trapped emotions that are in our body and that are in our minds and that are in our spirits so that you can feel better, right? Hey, y'all, I see you guys coming in. Good morning, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this thing, right? I put up a video earlier about how 90% of us have been through something traumatic. So majority of us that are on this live have been through something traumatic, something that has affected us, something that has caused us to feel a certain way, something that has caused us to have some stuck energy, some stuck emotions, some stuck stuff within our bodies, within our mindsets, within everything that's going on, right? So some of us have been through that, 90% of us. Well, out of the 90% of people that are on this live, out of the 90% of people in the world that have gone through things, that have been traumatized, that have had a situation happen that has caused them to shift in their lives, right? Out of the 90% of the people, only 30% of that 90% are actually doing the work, getting the sound bowl healing, meeting with their coach named Brittany Wilder, hypnotherapy, doing the mindset work, shifting their mind, refocusing their mind, reframing their minds, doing the things that they need to do in order to be a better person, in order to get past the trauma, in order to get past the things that they have dealt with, right? Only 30% out of the 90%. What are the other 70% doing? Hell if I know. Hell if I know. The other 70% are denial. We're in denial of the things that happen to us. We're too afraid of the things that happen to us. We're too afraid to go down that road to even address the things that have happened to us. What else? There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of denial. There's a lot of, I just don't want to fucking do it. I'm being truthful. Y'all know I'm going to be real no matter what. At any given time. I just don't want to do it. There's a lot of people like that. I just don't want to even deal with the fact that I've had this trauma, or I've had this hurt, or I've had this pain, or I've dealt with this childhood stuff. I don't even want to deal with it. I got bills to worry about. I got rent to pay. I got my kids to worry about. If I'm in school, I'm in college, I got college to worry about. I got all these other things going on that I can't even take a step away to deal with what's underneath all of that, right? Because the job and the car and the husband and the wife and the kids and the what have you are all just distractions to keep us away from dealing with what's at the root, which is the childhood trauma, the issues, the bad breakup, the issues with my family, my mom, my dad, the mommy wounds, the daddy issues, all that, right? I feel like I'm the black sheep in my family and nobody likes me. I don't fit in. All those issues, right? That's at the root of everything else. Everything else is just additional on top of it, right? Everything else is just additional, right? It's just life, right? Lifing. But at the root of that, and honestly, because it's at the root, it affects everything else. If you haven't noticed yet, I know I noticed. Y'all, listen. I know I recognize that my trauma was messing with my day in and day out when I started dating, y'all. Woo! It's nothing like dating. It's nothing like marriage. It's nothing like relationships in general, friendships. It's nothing like that to show you where you have some stuck energy, where you have some trauma, where you have some stuff that you got to work on, where you have some triggers. It's nothing like dating, being in relationships, being in friendships, getting triggered enough for you to recognize, okay, something is not right here. Something's going on here. I don't know. Thank y'all for the likes and love on TikTok. Something's not right here. Something's going on here, right? It's nothing like dating. It's nothing like relationships. It's nothing like parenting. Parenting will show you as well where you have some issues, where you got some trauma, some things you have to deal with. And when I was parenting, right, because I'm a parent, my daughter's 7, a lot of that came out in the process of I was molested as a child, right? So my daughter's 7, and she's in this space where she wants to do these overnight, spend the night ordeals. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. Like, I don't think so, right? Because the one thing about me is that I was molested in a space that was a safe space. I used to spend the night at my best friend's house. I was 4th grade. I would spend the night at my best friend's house. This was my girl, my A1 day one, you guys. Best fucking friend. Would spend the night at her house all the time, every weekend. Her mom and my mom were tight. You know, my mom would be like, listen, you can't spend the night over there until I talk to their parents. You know, my mom did all the things, set up all the things. Everything was perfect. Everything was fine. However, when I spent the night at my best friend's house, she had been molesting me for I don't know how long. I just know the day that I woke up in the middle of her doing the molestation, that I was done with spending the night over there, right? Because you can imagine, we're 9 and 10 years old, and she's touching me inappropriately, and I'm asleep, right? So it's like, how many times has this happened? I don't know how many times this has happened, but however, I was in a safe space where I was supposed to be safe, right? So that's why my daughter's like, can I spend the night? I'm like, no, they can come over here. No, ma'am, right? But it's nothing like being a parent. It's nothing like having these relationships. It's nothing like all these different things that show us where we need a little bit more healing, where we need a little bit more release of the fear, release of the trauma, release of the different things that we have dealt with, correct? Okay. Ooh, that's a good, you guys. Y'all hear that frequency? Right? Okay, sorry, y'all. Sometimes it stopped me right in the tracks of talking, but it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's uplifting, it's releasing, it's doing all those things. So, like I said, a lot of us, if we can be honest, we're not dealing with the trauma. We're not dealing with our stuff, and that's what's keeping us stuck where we're at. That's what's keeping us stagnant in our lives. That's what's keeping us from moving forward into the things that we truly want. And oh, don't we have big dreams? We have big dreams. We have big ideas. We have these big creative ideas that we have for our lives, the things that we want to do, the things that we want to accomplish, the things, all these different things that we dream about, that we think about, that we write about, that we talk about, that we're going to do. But the reason why we can't move forward into them is because we haven't dealt with our past. We haven't dealt with our traumas, our childhood traumas in particular. And I talk about that because about 95% of the clients that I have, that I work with, a lot of their issues stem from childhood. Talk to somebody about their childhood and recognize, why they think the way they think, why they feel the way they feel, why they act the way they act, why they perceive the things they perceive, why they, you name it. Talk to somebody about their childhood and start to realize like, oh, because you never were told I love you. So you don't know how to give that love in a relationship. Oh, that makes sense. Right? We got to start having those conversations, right? When we start getting into these friendships and these relationships and these partnerships, what have you, we got to start having those deeper relationships. What was your family like? How do you guys express love? Well, how do you and your family, how do you guys deal with problems? Did you guys talk about them and be honest and have real conversations, or did you sweep them under the rug? Let me tell you something real quick. That's one thing I wish I would ask my ex-husband. And that probably would have caused me not to get married, simply because the way that they deal with problems is they don't. They sweep them under the rug or act like they're not there, or have a barbecue and party and drink some drinks and turn up, and we don't have any problems. We don't have any grief. We don't have nothing going on. I wish I would have had that question asked. I wish I would have talked about it a little more to understand his perception of what going through a problem, going through a situation, going through a hurt space, a stuck space look like, so that we could even work through it and talk to it while we were dating in the process, right? Because you can learn things like that, right? You can learn how to deal with problems and how to be open and honest. That's learned behavior, right? You can learn that. So I wish I would have had that conversation earlier on, so he could have learned how to have conversations and how to be open and honest about problems when we have them, so we don't sweep them under the rug and we don't hide them away, and we're not afraid of them, we're not ashamed of them, but that we have open dialogue about it. Right? I don't know who I'm going to save with that, but listen, ask that question if you're dating. Ask that question right now if you're married and you never asked it. Ask that question right now if you're in a relationship right now. Ask that question. How do you deal with problems? How did your family deal with problems? How did your family deal with love? How did your family deal with... Yeah, I got a bunch of questions now when it comes down to dating, because I learned the hard way. And I don't want you to have to learn the hard way about dealing with people and their traumas, because when you date somebody, when you marry somebody, you marry and you date their trauma. The things that they have going on, the things that you have going on, and they do the same, right? The things that you have going on, the things that they have going on, we marry and we latch on to that trauma. That's what we're operating out of each and every day. We're operating from the place of trauma or the place of healing, depending on what you have decided to do with your trauma. Like I said, 90% of us have trauma. What are we doing with that trauma? You decide. You get to decide about what you want to do with your healing. You get to decide if you want to heal and deal with the things that you've gone through so that you can be a better person, a better parent, a better wife, husband, what have you, sister, brother, right? If you're not in a relationship, that's cool too. Just a better person. You get to decide on what you do with your trauma and what you do with your hurt and your pain. You decide that. Nobody gets to decide that but you. So if you want to decide on being in denial, decide on sweeping it under the rug, decide on, I'm not going to deal with this today. Maybe one day, and that's okay too, right? I tell people all the time, healing is great. Healing can be hard. And if you get to a place where you get too tired with your healing, take a break. Take a break. It doesn't mean you failed yourself. It doesn't mean that you've done something against what you should do. It doesn't mean, all it means is Baby, I have been healing for a long time, and I am tired, and I am taking a break right now to just chill because I've done a lot. And I've had those moments. You guys, I've been on my healing journey for almost 12 years. 12 years. Shit has been hard. Shit has hit the fan. It has been tough. It has. But it's also been beautiful. It's also been the best journey I've ever been on. It's also caused me to be the most authentic me ever. It's also caused me to find my purpose. It's caused me to walk into the things that I never would have ever walked on had I not said, you know what, God? You're showing me these different things, these different triggers. You're showing me all these problems that I had from being a child and from being a teenager and from being homeless and from dealing with parents who had addictions and you name it. Being molested, being raped, you name it. I've gone through a lot. And thank God that I'm still here to talk about it. And I'm still here to help somebody else who's gone through it as well. But thank you, God, for showing me that there's some work I got to do. There's some work I got to do, or else I'm never going to be able to attract that person I really want. I'm never going to be able to get that house I really want. I'm never going to be able to be in the job I really want. I'm never going to be able to be the parent that I really want. Without all the triggers and without all the hurt and the pain and the trauma coming out in each and everything that I do. Without the lack of trust. I can't trust nobody because I done had all these relationships with these cheaters and these crazy people and these people that have not valued me. I can't trust, right? These are real issues. Real issues that I've talked about with clients. Real issues that I've talked about with friends, families, with myself that I've dealt with. And it all stems from our childhood trauma. So what do? What are the things that we can do to go against that? What are the things we can do to battle against that? What are the things that we can heal that? Tons of different modalities. You get to choose how you do your healing as well, which is great, right? Not only do you get to choose if you are going to heal or not, but you also get to choose how you heal. You get to choose what that process looks like. For me, it was a bunch of different things. I did everything. If you have my book, if you have read my book, you will see that I have done almost everything in the name of healing. Almost everything. Almost everything. And I say almost everything because I know that there's new modalities each and every day. There are new things. People have created different modalities. I have created my own healing modalities out of my own healing, out of my dealing with my clients, out of being connected to source, being connected to God, and God saying, hey, do this, say this. In the process of working with a client, in the process of doing a sound bowl healing session with a client, God will say, boom, say this. Boom, this is what I need you to say. Boom, this is what's going to get them to their healing point. And it happens immediately like that. Immediately. But that's why healing is important. That's why listening and being connected to God is important in the process of your healing. We're not just out here willy-nilly healing and wilding. No, we're listening to God. God's going to guide you to what's going to work for you. Now, what I've done may not work for you, and that's okay. But you have the freedom to find what works for you in the process of dealing with your trauma, in the process of figuring out what works for you. Now, for me, I did talk therapy for a long time, right? I just thought I was doing a great thing getting into therapy, right? My parents never talked about therapy. They needed it times 10 over. Needed therapy times 10 over. However, they were trying to just survive. So when you're in a place of survival, back then, right? Because now you can be in a place of survival and there's so many different things that help you in getting into therapy and getting into, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced having a hardship, but also going through something mentally, but there are so many different programs. There are so many different discounts. Listen, my program that I had when I was doing therapy, when I was doing trauma therapy, specific trauma therapy, it was like you pay for it up front and they pay you back. So I wasn't paying for therapy at all. At all. I was paying my little $45 and then they gave me my $45 back. It was like, I don't know what program I was in through my insurance that I had. There's even things that you can do if you don't have insurance. That is on a sliding scale. When I didn't have insurance, I did on a sliding scale. I think I paid $20 for therapy sessions. There's stuff out there if you're willing to do it. Now, if you're willing to look for the resources are there. There's free therapy sessions. There's all kinds of stuff free. You got to do the work to get it, though. Some of us ain't willing to do that. Some of us, we get a call. We call one person and they're like, oh, it's going to be $100. And we're like, oh, I don't got that. Bye. No, one no means that somebody else could say yes. but I got to keep looking for it. I got to keep searching for it. If you want your healing that bad, you'll do whatever. You'll go beyond the scope of one no. You'll do the things that you need to do. You'll search everywhere. You'll ask everybody. And that's what I was doing because I was ready to heal, you guys. I got tired of dating the same person over and over and over again with a different name. And I'm like, okay, enough. Now, there's a common denominator here, and it is Brittany Wilder. Like, I am the common denominator. I am the one attracting this same fool with a different name that is broken, that had all this trauma in childhood, that can't trust, that because he has trust issues, he's cheating because he think I'm the one cheating, right? I was attracting the same person over and over again, and I was the common denominator in each and every relationship, and sometimes we just gotta own our shit. That's it. Sometimes we gotta own our shit. Stop being so prideful and say, damn, I'm the reason for this. So something deep down inside of me at the root of me, right? Because it's unconscious that we're attracting this person. It's unconscious that we're putting out whatever it is to be attracted to that person, to even have attraction to that, right? There's something unconsciously that we're doing each and every time we're dating, or each and every time we're out at the club or the mall or the library, wherever you find your person. I don't know where people go to date these days. I'm not dating, so I don't know nothing about that. But wherever you are out attracting people, there's something that I am putting out. There's something that I am doing. There's an action. There's something I'm saying that is attracting this person that is causing me to re-traumatize myself over and over and over again through our relationship. I don't know, y'all. Got to find those root causes. You got to want it so bad that you're like, I'm done with this. I'm done with the toxicity. I'm done with this craziness. I'm done with the arguing. I'm done with what have you. What have you? I'm done with this foolishness in these relationships. I'm done with this. I'm done with all this. And I just want to heal, and I just want to move forth, and I just want to attract my person. I just want to heal, and I just want to move forth, and I just want to attract my dream job, my dream car, my dream house, my dream life. How about that? I just want to live the life that God dropped into my spirit that's already mine. But I got to do the work first. I got to do the work first to attract those things, to manifest those things. Manifestation. What is that? What is it? What does it look like? How do we do it? How do we achieve it? It starts in your mind first. Okay, God, you gave me this vision. Ooh, God, my favorite one, you guys. I've manifested everything up until this point. My favorite vision is being on stages and talking to people. I got done telling you guys I am a speaker. I'm an author. I'm an MC. I get on stages and I talk to people. God dropped that in my spirit 8 years ago. I saw it. I saw the vision. And of course, it's even bigger than what it is right now, right? Of course, I'm speaking on stages. Of course, I'm speaking to people. But the vision that I saw, it's hundreds and thousands of people. But what am I doing? Manifesting it. I'm walking into it. Because you can't just jump out there and be on a stage filled with thousands and millions of people right out the gate, right? No, it's baby steps, right? It's I take one step at a time. So what am I on? I'm on stages right now where I'm talking to hundreds of people. I'm on stages right now where I'm on platforms where there's thousands of people seeing me. I'm on, right? So it's like baby steps. But what am I doing? Manifesting my dream life. This is it. This is what it looks like. You got to see that thing, believe that thing, and then start to take the steps to walk into that thing. But I promise you, if you're not doing the healing that is required, because here's the thing about God. One thing that I know about God, He's not gonna allow you to get to that place of greatness and amazingness if you still got some stuff going on in your root. If you still got some stuff that you haven't dealt with. Because guess what? That trauma, those issues, that mommy wound, that daddy issue, that stuff is going to stop you from getting to the heights that He wants to take you to. So what does that mean? You gotta deal with your shit. And I know it sucks. And I know some of you have gone through some things that are unbearable. Some things that are tough. Some things that'll break you down and cry right now if you tell me about it. I know. How do I know? Because I am you and you are me. That's how I know. I attract some of the people that have gone through some of life's hardest challenges, some of life's hardest lessons, that have had to learn it in some of the hardest ways because of who I am. Let's talk real quick about purpose. My purpose is to help people heal and get to their dream life. My purpose is to help people manifest the life that they truly want, right? I am a life coach, right? If we want to name it, as simple as it can be, right? Life coach. What does that mean? In order for me to be the best goddamn life coach there is to known to man, I gotta go through life. I gotta go through life. So when I complain about the struggles that I've gone through, the challenges that I've gone through, every single trauma, every single thing that I've had to deal with, and boy, I've had to deal with some shit that will make you break down right now. But here's the thing. God gave me this purpose for a reason. I'm on purpose for purpose. So when I deal with stuff that people are like, it's not fair, my friends will be like, you got to deal with that too? That's not fair. You've already done this. You've already dealt with that. You've already had that challenge. And I'm like, I know, but I got to go through it so I can get my clients through it. I got to go through it so I can help somebody else get through it. I have to go through it. And it sucks and it's unfair as shit. It is. But it's my purpose. It's my calling. And when you have a heavy calling on your life, when you have a heavy calling on your life where you are leading people back to God, where you are leading people into their dream life and the things that they want to manifest, well, you got to show it. You can't just talk about it, baby. You got to be about it. I don't do a lip service when I talk about the things that I've gone through. I'm not just saying, yeah, in order to heal, you got to do this and da, 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 da. No, I have been in the fucking trenches and I can help you get out of them. Because I've been right there where you're at. Been there, stuck. And didn't have no way to get out. Didn't know how to get out of it. But the thing that's different between me and you got a resource. You got a coach named Brittany Wilder. You got somebody by your side. I'm giving out the knowledge. I'm giving out the gems. This is for free. This is free. Free game. Whether you're going to pick it up and take it and rock with it and heal your life and make your life better or not, it's free. It's available. It's a resource. I didn't have this when I was going through the trenches. I had to figure it out. I had to reach out to God. It was a lot of me and God trying to figure it out. Me asking and calling on God and praying and God, oh, what do I do next? God dropping things into my spirit. Yeah, I know you've done talk therapy, Britt, but it's time to do trauma therapy. Okay, God. All right. Me searching for things, looking for the resources, Googling. If you don't have insurance, how do you get therapy? If you don't have insurance, how do you make it work? If you don't have any money, how can you, right? Googling and searching and trying to find the things. So all I like to do is come on here and share with you what I found in the process of being in the trenches. And a lot of times when we're in the trenches, we don't want to do that extra work because we don't have the energy. We're just trying to survive. We're just trying to pass our trauma. We're just trying to get past our trauma for the day. We're just trying to make it another day. A lot of times we don't have the energy to search for the resources and to do the things and to, God, feels like nothing is found. Look, Alexa, like, listen, hurry up, woman, stop talking. But we're talking about trauma today, you guys. We're talking about how trauma is stored in a bunch of different places. Women, a lot of our trauma stored in our hip area. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of somatic techniques, somatic release, somatic exercises. Women, I'm speaking to women in general because I know about women because that's who I speak to. Of course, men, I speak to you guys too in a sense, but I know women because I am a woman and I've put myself through somatic techniques and all the above, which it causes you to release the trauma and the pain that is stored in between our hip area, our groin area, our area that is, the reproductive system. So today in my mini session that I do with you guys, we're going to go through the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, I'll play the sacral chakra to release that trauma that's stored in your hips, stored in your reproductive system, stored in that area, that lower room area. I also do the root chakra bowl, the red bowl, big red. Y'all know big red. Big Mama, yes. So I'll play her for a little while. And what that red bowl is going to help you do is going to help you get safety. That's what the root chakra is about. It's about us being safe. And a lot of the times we don't feel safe. We don't feel safe because we've gone through trauma. We don't feel safe. Like I told you guys, my trauma of being molested as a child caused me to feel some type of way when my child wanted to just do the things that kids normally do. Kids want to spend the night with their friends. They want to go in and do all the different things, right? They want to have sleepovers and girl nights and nails and cute stuff that's supposed to happen, right? That's a normal part of life. Well, because of my trauma and the things that I went through dealing with the normal parts of life of spending the night with my friends, people that were safe, people that my mom knew, all the above, in the process of being in a space that was safe, I was molested in a safe space. So that kept me from feeling safe. You understand? If bad things happen to me in safe spaces, and I'm saying this because this may be what you're dealing with. I was supposed to be loved in my home. In my own house, something tragic happened in my house. I was abused. I was hurt. I was beaten. I was molested. I was talked down to in a safe space. So I no longer feel safe. Do you understand how that is connected into our brainwaves and how we feel that way after we've gone through something? After we've gone through something with our family members, after we've gone through something with friends, after we've gone through something with a loved one, a spouse, a significant other. This is supposed to be a safe space. My home. Thank you for the thumbs up. Look, I don't know what happened. This is supposed to be a safe space, but because I've dealt with this trauma in this safe space, it's no longer safe for me. I no longer feel safe. That's dealing with our root chakra, because that's where safety is. That's where calm is and peace is, because I feel safe. I feel secure. I feel confident in where I'm at. I feel good about being here. I feel good about, yeah. So we got to do some root chakra work. That doesn't surprise me when we talk about childhood trauma, right? Root chakra, root chakra, root chakra. Y'all know I do root chakra every day of the day. And there's some things that you can do if you're having some stuck energy in your root chakra as well. Not only just sound bowl healing like I'm going to do today for you guys, but also the colors that represent our chakras bring out that energy, cause us to gain back that energy, cause us to balance that energy, cause us to call in that energy so that we can focus in on that. So if I'm feeling, there's a day where I'm not feeling safe, y'all, or I wake up and I'm feeling a little unbalanced, I need to get rooted, right? Because that's that root chakra. I need to get rooted. I'm feeling like I'm a little up here. I'm a little out of it. I'm a little all types of ways. Well, I wear red to bring in the energy that comes from that root chakra. I wear red. I'll wear a red shirt. I'll wear a red lippy, a bold red lippy, to cause me to feel that safety, to cause me to feel the things that you feel when you are working on your root chakra. Orange, yellow. If you're focusing in on these different areas, right? We're focusing in on these different points of our bodies. Whatever chakra you need to focus in on. Hello, somebody. Whatever energy you want to call forth, commit to it. If I know I have some things going on with my sacral chakra, I'll wear orange. Last summer, I had this desire to buy, I have like maybe 8 orange dresses in my closet, you guys. 8 orange dresses, orange bodysuits. And I'm like, I don't know what it is about orange, but I just am in this space to buy orange. Well, I had some issues with my sacral chakra. I had some things going on. I wasn't feeling confident. I wasn't feeling all these different things. I wasn't feeling sexy. I wasn't feeling, right? Because that's our sacral chakra. That's dealing with our reproductive system. That's dealing with our creativity and the things that come out of that. Sexuality, sensuality. I wasn't feeling all of that. And so my mind literally was like, okay, let's buy some more orange. Let's focus in on your sacral chakra. That's what you're healing. That's what you're dealing with. And I was buying orange like crazy. Y'all, when I tell you, I got all kinds of orange because of last summer. And it was like every event I was at, I was wearing an orange dress. Every event I was at, I was focused in on orange. I got orange sandals and orange shoes and orange. Like, it was like, I don't know what it is about orange. Right? I ended up buying like some orange hair stuff. Look, my butterfly's even orange. I didn't even think about that till now. My butterfly Hair care products are orange. Everything's orange. I'm like, why am I buying all this orange? Well, I need to focus in on my sensuality. I need to focus in on my creativity, right? I was in a place where I wasn't feeling creative. I was in a place where I wasn't feeling sexy and feminine and all the different things that sacral chakra, gives us when we focus in on it, when we open up the energy, when we allow that energy to be used in our day-to-day, which I'm a creative naturally. So if I'm not feeling creative, there's something going on. I got some stuck energy. I got some trauma. I got something happening in my sacral chakra. That's what's going on. But you got to know the things, right? We got to know the things. I'm thankful for connection to God, but also knowledge, right? Tons of knowledge, and to do my craft. I'm a sound bowl healer, right? I'm a healer in general, but sound bowl healing is probably my favorite healing. And so because of that, I dive straight into that. Because of the things that I enjoy, I dive into the knowledge so that I can give it to people. Right? I am a learner. I'm going to be a forever learner. I'm a forever student. I breathe and live this thing out. Like I don't just come on here and do it for cutesy, and no, I actively live this thing out in my life. The things that I tell you, the things that I share with you, I've learned them from doing them and applying them to my own life. Because I am the healer of me first. I'm the healer of Brittany Wilder first. And then I'm the helper of others. I'm the healer of others. I assist with the healing of others, right? But I got to get me together first, or else I'm not going to be able to be effective to help others, right? It's the same thing with trauma, childhood trauma. If I don't deal with this childhood trauma, well, I'm not going to be able to get the things that I truly want. All I'm going to keep doing is attracting and reiterating trauma. I'm going to keep attracting the things that reiterate this trauma that I have at the root of my being. And you'll do that in relationships. So you'll find yourself getting in relationships with people who talk down to you, people who don't value you, people who don't find you worthy of loving you, of being there for you, of protecting you, of what have you. You'll continue to find yourself in these situations, in relationships, even in jobs, y'all. Even in jobs, you guys, I used to feel so unworthy of just living, of just moving through life, that I would purposely find these jobs, these dead-end jobs that paid me nothing, pennies. I would find these jobs and I would try to trick my mind into being like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to be. Because I didn't feel worthy of anything more than $35,000 a year, of anything more than, I had a job. I think I went from $35,000 a year one time, y'all, to $40,000 a year, and was like, oh, but it's a $5,000 upgrade. Ask me if I seen that $5,000 in my check that I had when I had that job. I didn't see. I was still struggling because I felt unworthy. I felt unworthy. But what did that stem from? My childhood trauma. And what did I have to do? Dig up the root of that. Why do I feel like I'm unworthy? Oh, well, because from the age of 11 all the way up until the age of 16, I was homeless. Off and on. I was homeless and I felt unworthy. And I didn't understand why we were homeless and why I felt so less than. Right? That makes sense, right? Why I felt unworthy of a job that could pay me more than what I deserved. Why I felt like I deserved this job that paid me pennies. Because I felt unworthy. I felt like I wasn't worth it. And if you have these feelings of unworthy, or if you have these feelings of, yep, this is what love looks like, right? This is what love looks like. I saw my mom and my dad go at it all the time, and he loved her. And you know that they had love, but there was a lot of abuse, and this is what love looks like. Well, then you're going to continue to attract that type of love. You're going to continue to attract that type of job. You're going to continue to attract that type of life that keeps you stuck and stagnant in the fact that you are unworthy, that I'm not enough, that what have you. There have been so many different limiting beliefs that people have had over the years that I have helped through. There have been so many of my own limiting beliefs, and I am not enough was one of the hugest limiting beliefs for me. not feeling enough. And if you have that at the core of your being, if you have that at the root of who you are, I am not enough, I don't feel worthy, then you'll continue to attract the things that make you feel unworthy. Over and over and over again. Because where the mind goes, energy flows. So there may be some things that are operating in our root unconscious mind. Listen, these are for my people that know a little bit about NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, the things that are going on in our minds, these ideas, these things that are happening in our minds that sometimes we are aware of, but a lot of the times we are not. There's a lot of programming going on in our minds that we learned as a child, going through the situations that we went through as a child, growing up and learning that this is what happens as a child, that we've connected with because they have been imprinted on us because we were children. And so when things happen to you when you're a child, it's an imprint. So it sticks and stays with you right here in your soul space, your unconscious mind, whatever you want to call it. It sticks and stays with you, and then you operate in that as you get older. So you're operating in that I am not enough, I do not deserve, I am unworthy. You're operating in that, and you're going out into this world and you're attracting everything that causes you to stay right there because that's what your mind is thinking. And where the mind goes, energy flows. What does that mean? You have to get your mindset, your heart, your soul, your spirit, your body, and everything else that you have control over to match up with the things that you want in life. If it doesn't match up with everything that you want in life, you will continue to get the things that you don't want in life. What is manifestation? I asked you guys that. What is manifestation? It is getting in alignment. It is getting into alignment with the things that I dream about, the things that I want, the things that I desire. It's getting into alignment. What does that mean? Your mind has to be thinking that. This is what I want. This is what I'm deserving of. This is what God has showed me, so I know it's already mine. I just have to believe it. I have to agree with it. I believe I'm a millionaire. I want $1 million. I'm going to get $1 million. I already have $1 million. It's waiting for me to pick it up. The money is coming. Your mind, your soul, your spirit, your body, even your body, everything has to be in alignment in order for you to manifest the things that you truly want. And if it's not, if you have a thought one time, oh, I want to be a millionaire, and then the other 45 million thoughts that you have that day is, I feel unworthy. How am I going to get this money? This money ain't never going to come. I don't even know what's going to happen. Man, why does it feel like I ain't got nothing? This is crazy. Bop, bop, bop. You say it, right? Say it however it is. Whatever it is that stops you from getting $1 million. It's your own thoughts usually. It's your own ideas. It's your own limited beliefs. It's the own things that you put on yourself that you learned from childhood that has been imprinted on you that you gotta release in order to get the things you want. What is manifestation? And if you're in that space and you're in Atlanta, or if you're in that space and you want to come to Atlanta for the Manifestation Sister Circle, which is happening February 22nd, where we're going to talk about all these different things. Because we have so many dreams, so many goals, so many things that we want to accomplish. But we can't seem to get there because we can't get our minds and our souls and our hearts in alignment with the things that we actually want. It's a thought that comes up every once in a while. Man, I wish I could have. I wish I had that mansion. Man, I wish. It's that one thought that comes up. It's the desires that come up. And then all 908 million other thoughts is all these negative thoughts. I'm getting ready to actually open up Talk to Me Nice, which is another program that I'm getting ready to open up about negative self-talk and how that affects us with manifesting the things that we want in life. So get ready to look out for that, because that's coming up on my spirit to open it up again. I did that course 2 years ago and it was an amazing course. But it causes you to work on your mindset, because that's what we're struggling with. It's not the willpower to do it. We're hard workers. We want to do it. We have a desire to do it. That's not the problem. It's the fact that we can't keep our minds focused on what we want because we focus on all the things we don't want, or we focus in on all the trauma, or we focus in on all the things that we went through, and we focus in on the unworthiness, or we focus in on the, how am I ever going to get that? We focus in on the disbelief more than the belief. And you got to believe that thing deep down in the core of your being. You got to believe that thing deep down in your root. Y'all, I've been talking for a long time. I'm going to do this session. Woo! I'm going to jump into this small, mini, bold session. I know people that left, done came in and came out. Oh, y'all, when I get on a tangent about this type of stuff, I can go all day. I can go all freaking day talking about this stuff. So, like I said, we're going to do a mini sound bowl healing. I'm going to give you just a little taste. I always tell you guys, the warnings. If you are dealing with any severe health issues, things within your heart, maybe you got a pacer, you got metal in your body, you're pregnant, you deal with epilepsy, you're sensitive to sound. That's another one, right? Sound bowl healing may or may not be for you, but you have to make sure that you speak to your PCP. Talk to a medical physician. Speak to somebody who has a medical background. I don't have a medical background. I have a background in psychology, in the mind. That's where my background is. So sound bowl healing for me works because it helps us release the things in our mind and in our bodies. So it works for me when I talk about my background. But I'm also not a doctor. And I also don't have any severe health issues. I'm very healthy and healthy as a horse. Always have been. So I don't have any severe issues. I don't have anything going on. No underlying medical stuff going on. So I can do sound healing fine. I can listen to frequencies fine. I'm not sensitive to sound. I am fine, right? However, that may not be for your case. So I always tell people this is the warning. If you have anything severely going on health-wise, sound bowl healing may not be for you. It may not be. Or sometimes you may have something severely going on and it could be for you. I always say consult a physician no matter what. Okay? Consult a physician. I have done sound bowl healing on people who have severe issues, right? So I'm not going to lie and say I haven't done it. There's been clients that have had all kinds of autoimmune disease, cancer, all types of things that I've done sound bowl healing on, and it has actually helped them in that. But I always give that warning up front because who am I? I'm not a medical physician, none of that. I just know what God has told me, and I just follow through with what that is. Amen? All right. The other thing is the things that you might deal with when it comes down to a sound bowl healing session. Some things that you might witness in the process of doing a sound bowl healing is a release of suppressed emotions, repressed memories, suppressed anything that you have been holding on to. Like I told you, some of us have that fear of releasing some childhood trauma, right? We've held on to it. We've held on to it because it's been imprinted on us. So we've held on to this trauma because we don't know what else to do with it. Well, you may be releasing some of that today if you hear some sounds that attack that area where you need that stuck energy to be released. You may deal with crying. You may deal with whatever, what have you. I do sound bowl healing and I also do voice healing. I sing a lot. And it's whatever God puts on my heart to sing, to say. And a lot of the times it has to deal with whoever is on this live, whoever is in the room, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm going to say it one more time. Get your tickets to the Manifesting Sister Circle in Atlanta, February 22nd, you guys. Come on in. Come to it. It's going to be a sound bowl healing session, but it's also going to be so much more about releasing those traumas, really getting to a place where we can manifest the things that we really want. And a lot of that comes from releasing the things that we have held on to for so long. I've done a Manifesting Sister Circle before, and I've had people get pregnant. People attract the jobs that they want. People attract real love. I'm talking about real relationships, real love. I've had people heal their bodies. I've had people, you name it, it has happened in the process of having this Manifesting Sister Circle. So when I speak about it because I've seen the miracles happen. I have seen the healing happen. I've seen what happens after people decide, I'm ready to release it, God. I don't want to hang on to it anymore. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to give it back to you. And I'm ready to live the life that I desire. I'm ready to get the things and the desires of my heart. I've seen it happen. It has happened to me. It has happened to so many other people. And I want that for everybody. I mean, hey, I want it for everybody. I tell people all the time, my toxic trait is that I want everybody to win. And if it's toxic, then it's toxic. But I want everybody to win, even the bad folks, y'all. Even the people that people be like, oh, this person is terrible. They're rude. They're this, they're that. They're heartless. Why should they win? I want them to win too. I do. I want them to win. I saw the other day, somebody wrote on there, it was a meme, and it was like, my problem is I want God to forgive the devil and let him back into heaven. I'm like, me too. I do too. Like, secretly, I'm like, God, can you find it in your heart? Like, straight up, because that is my heart. That is who I am at the core of my being. I saw that and was like, yep, let me love that. Let me resend this. Let me repost this, because I believe it too. I truly believe that we are all deserving of a life to live that is well. We're supposed to be living life well. We're supposed to be happy and smiling all the time. Too much of this hurt and pain and trauma and depression and sadness is going on all down the timeline, all in TikTok, all on everywhere, because of the state of America, because of the state of life, because of the state of the economy. And I just believe we're all worthy of it. I believe we're all worthy of a life that is beautiful, a life that is the desires of your heart, a life that you feel proud about, that you're happy about, that you love. If you're not loving your life and where you're at right now, that's a problem. That tells you right then and there that there's something that needs to be done. There's more that needs to happen. So yes, sorry, y'all, I had to go on that tangent. That's what I believe in. People talk about me all the time, about my enemies or people that just don't like me, and how I'm like, bless them. Amen. Bless them. Bless them. Because the thing that you don't like about me is that I got all this God inside of me, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy. I'm happy where I'm at, and that rubs people the wrong way. And if that is what repels you from me, then I guess we don't need to be connected anyways then, sis. I guess we don't need to be connected anyways. I just be sharing what God puts on my heart. Be sharing the goodness. Be sharing the things that God has showed me and, purposely has healed me from. All the battles, all the challenges. That's all I do. But I recognize if you're in a miserable state and you refuse to do your healing, or you're fearful of what that healing could look like, I can see how that can rub you the wrong way. When you meet somebody who is just fearless about healing, who is just like, we gonna get this healing today. What? Something ain't right? Oh, let me get to it. Right? That's me. Something ain't right. I don't feel that. Let me go do a sound bowl healing for myself. I'll do that for myself. I forget that I got an audience right now. I will get over there and do that sound bowl healing for myself and be just fine and dandy. But God told me to open up and share these gifts that he has given me with the public. So I'm going to be obedient. All right. I'm going to get ready to go over there and play some things. Go ahead and relax your mind, your body, if you're going to be on for the sound bowl healing. And two things that I always tell everybody, I almost forgot. Be intentional. Be intentional if you are ever doing a sound bowl healing session with me. I do them one-on-one as well. You can find that link in my bio as well. Be intentional. The first intention is, what am I going to release here? What is it that I want to release? What is it that I want to give back to source, because I never should have took it with me? What is it that I want to release that was imprinted on me as a child, that trauma that I decided to hang on to, that I believed? A limiting belief is something that we believe that keeps us limited and stuck, right? But we believe it because we've gone through different experiences and we've gone through different things that have showed us that that's true. When in all honesty, it's not. We're making a choice to believe that limiting belief. We're making a choice to believe. And I know it sucks to hear, right? Because I was in a space where I didn't recognize that I was choosing to stay in my trauma. I was choosing, and it's not always in the forefront. We don't recognize that that's what's going on in our forefront. It's not like you're like, oh yeah, I choose to stay in my trauma today. I choose to be hurt. I choose to deal with the things that my family put on me, the pressures of my mom and my dad that have caused me to be anxious about everything in my life as an adult. I don't know who that's for. I choose to hang on to the pressures. Let me say it again. The pressures that my mom and my dad put on me that have caused me to be anxious and worried and hurt as an adult. We're choosing to hang on to that stuff. And because you have chose to hang on to it, well, you can choose to give it up and give it to God. You can choose to make a better choice. You can choose to move forward and leave that thing right there where you picked it up at. 18 years ago, 25 years ago, 45 years ago. You can choose to leave that thing right there where you made that choice to pick it up. You decide. You decide. It's always in your hands. Now, God gives us the tools. Gives us the tools, right? He allows us to see the lives, the things, the coaches, the therapy, all the things. I see all kinds of stuff going on TikTok, y'all. I just be having TikTok playing. It'd be in the background, but it'd be a lot of stuff happening over there. But anyways, God allows us the tools. We decide if we're going to pick them up or not, if we're going to utilize them, if we're going to use them, if we're going to move forward with them. So, I'm going to go play this sound bowl healing session for you guys. And, yeah, we're going to break through. It's only going to be probably about 10 minutes. You know how it is. About 10, 15 minutes. I've been on here for a long time. But it's only going to be about 10, 15 minutes. And I hope that you get a beautiful release. I hope that whatever is you're seeking for, you get. I hope that whatever it is that is going on in your life, that you find some calm, some peace, that you are able to release it, and that you're able to give it back to God, to source, to whoever it is that you believe in, higher power, that you release and you let it go, and that you receive the peace and you receive the joy and the happiness, you receive the desires of your heart, that you manifest moving forward, because you have then left the trauma, you have left the negative mindset, you have left the limiting beliefs of I am not enough, I am not worthy, and know that you are far more worthy than you could ever imagine. Far more worthy than you could ever imagine. Thank you, God. Okay, y'all ready? All right, here we go. Let's do this thing. Do this thing. All right, if you're on and you're listening to this sound bowl healing session, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out. A deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your mouth. Another deep breath in through your nose and a deep breath out through your mouth. Remember to keep your intentions at your forefront. Think about those intentions, what you are leaving and releasing, and what you are receiving, what you're picking up, okay? Ooh, my cameras are off, but it's okay. All that's important is that you are listening, okay? I have the frequencies playing in the background. Frequency 463 hertz. 432 and 563. These two frequencies are about releasing, safety, self-reflection, inner peace, all those different things. What is TikTok doing? Y'all, TikTok just did something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It thinks that I'm a something. It wants me to do a something. Sorry, y'all. This is interesting. I guess it's because I've been on live so long. So I have to verify something. Y'all, this is crazy. Oh, hey, y'all. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. TikTok wanted me to do something. Okay, I'm going back. All right, cool. Okay, so here we go. Talked about the frequencies that you're hearing in the background. You're going to always hear those in the background. I play additional frequencies to help facilitate with healing, to help facilitate with releasing, to help facilitate with uplifting our spirits and our energies, all the above, okay? All right, here we go. Y'all, that's it for today. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for stepping in, sharing your energy with me. One thing about energy healing, one thing about being a super empath, it doesn't matter if you are right here with me or if you are thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away. I feel you. And you're safe. You're safe. You're safe. I don't know who it is. You're safe. You're safe. It's okay. It's okay. All right? I feel you heavy on my spirit. I feel you heavy on my spirit. I feel you heavy on my spirit. And it's gonna be okay. You're safe. And it's just like, whew, yeah, I feel you. Like I said, super empath, energy healer, feel things differently. So whoever you are, praying for you, that all is well, that you are safe, that you're in a space where you can be safe, you can feel protected, where you can feel that all is well. Okay? Thank you guys for coming on, hanging out with me for a little bit, doing a little sound bowl healing with me. I will definitely be on tomorrow. Yeah, yesterday I just needed a little moment to myself. I needed to sound bowl myself. Okay? Sometimes we need our own little time to do something. I know I've been on here a very long time. I promise that moving forward it won't be that long. It won't be that long, y'all. I don't know what it was about today. God said keep going. God said keep talking. And I am, if you know anything about me, if you follow me, if you've been around me, you know that I am very obedient to the Spirit. Very obedient to the Spirit. So what does that mean? If I get a message to keep going, I'm gonna keep going, baby. I promise you. I'm gonna keep going every single time. But I love you guys. I'll be on tomorrow, hopefully earlier. I have a few things to do tomorrow, so I'll probably be on closer to like 8-ish. I gotta be somewhere at 9. So I'll be on tomorrow bright and early, to do some sound bowl healing with you guys, to give another message from God, and just to share some energy with you guys, to push my energy out to you guys. Push energy just of happiness and joy and bliss, and of just knowing that you're worthy. Knowing that you're worthy of a life that is lived, and a life that is lived well. Right? I love you guys. Love you guys. Always, always, always. Such a beautiful morning, each and every morning, just to come on and just share the gifts that God has given me, and to just be right here with you guys. And energy transfer, right? It's an energy transfer. We transfer things back and forth all the time, whether we are aware of it or not. Now I'm just fully aware of it. I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, okay?